Hey everyone, welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and I'm really excited about today's topic because it's something that can completely change the way you learn English. But of course, I'm not doing this alone. I'm here with someone who always brings great energy and brilliant tips, Sarah.
Oh, thank you, David. That's so kind of you. I'm really happy to be here, especially for this episode. This topic is one of my favorites because I've seen so many learners become more confident just by applying what we'll talk about today.
So, let me ask you something. Do you ever find yourself stuck, trying to translate every word before speaking? You know what I mean? Your brain's in one language, but your mouth is trying to catch up in English. It's exhausting.
And that habit slows everything down. You hesitate, you forget what you wanted to say, and suddenly speaking English feels like a huge challenge. But guess what? It doesn't have to be that way.
Today, we're going to help you stop translating and start thinking in English naturally. This one simple change can make your English sound more fluent, more confident, and honestly, more you.
So don't go anywhere. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear idea of how to train your brain to think in English every single day. And hey, if you're enjoying our podcast and want more practical tips like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss a chance to improve your English with us.
All right, let's get into it. First, we're going to explain what it actually means to think in English, and why it matters more than you might think. When we say think in English, we mean developing the ability to form your thoughts directly in English, without translating. It's not about speaking out loud all the time, but learning to process everyday thoughts, like decisions, feelings, or plans, automatically in English.
Exactly. Thinking in English is a powerful mental habit that helps you become more fluent because you're training your brain to work with the language naturally. You're not just memorizing phrases. You're actually building an internal system that supports real communication.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with simple thoughts, like, I'm tired, it's sunny, or I need water. Over time, those small thoughts become full sentences, and full sentences turn into fluent speech. But the key is consistency, not perfection.
Many learners believe they have to be advanced before they can do this, but that's a mistake. You can start thinking in English, even with a basic vocabulary. The secret is to use what you already know and apply it to your real-life situations and thoughts.
This technique also rewires your brain. Instead of translating word by word, your brain starts to associate meaning directly with English words. That means faster responses, fewer pauses, and much more confidence when it's time to speak with someone.
And don't worry about using perfect grammar in your thoughts. When you think in English, your goal is fluency, not perfection. The grammar will improve over time, but the main goal is to get comfortable expressing your thoughts without switching languages.
What's amazing is that this habit becomes automatic. After a few weeks of practice, you won't even notice you're doing it. You'll just find yourself thinking in English naturally, without effort. It's one of the most satisfying moments in your language journey.
So now that you understand what it means to think in English, let's move on to the fun part. In the next section, we'll show you how to practice this technique with real-life examples that you can start using today. Stay with us.
Let's imagine you wake up in the morning. Instead of thinking, I have to get out of bed, in your native language, try saying it to yourself in English. I need to get up now. Even if it's just a small sentence, it helps start your day already thinking in English.
And as you go through your routine, maybe brushing your teeth, getting dressed, or making breakfast, describe each step in English in your head. For example, I'm brushing my teeth, or I'm cooking eggs. These thoughts become natural with daily repetition.
If you're walking to work or school, observe what's around you and turn those thoughts into English. You can say, "The sky is cloudy today," or "There's traffic on the road." It's like creating a personal English narration of your day as it happens.
Another great tip is to mentally plan what you're going to do next using English. For instance, after lunch, I'll check my emails, or tonight, I want to watch a movie. This not only builds fluency, but also connects English with your real-life decisions.
You can also use English to describe how you feel throughout the day. Try sentences like, "I'm feeling tired," or "I'm excited for the weekend." The more you connect English with your emotions and experiences, the more natural your thinking becomes.
One of my favorite ways to practice is pretending I'm explaining something simple to a friend just in my mind. Like, "This is how I make my coffee," or "This is where I usually go shopping." It's a fun way to train your brain to form full ideas in English.
If you get stuck and don't know how to say something, that's okay. Just rephrase the thought using simpler English. For example, if you can't remember the word restaurant, you can say, "the place where I eat food." This keeps your thinking flowing in English.
As you can see, thinking in English is not about being perfect. It's about being present. You're turning your daily life into practice time without adding anything to your schedule. And now, let's explore the real benefits you'll experience by doing this consistently.
One of the biggest benefits of thinking in English is that it trains your brain for real-time communication. You'll respond faster in conversations because your thoughts are already forming in English. That mental delay caused by translation simply disappears.
You also become more confident when speaking. When your thoughts are already in English, you don't panic or freeze in the middle of a sentence. You stop second-guessing every word and just let the language flow, which makes your speaking sound more natural.
It also helps you build vocabulary in a deeper, more personal way. Because you're using English to describe your life, your routines, your emotions, your decisions, you remember words better and connect them directly to your experiences, not just translations.
Over time, this daily habit can improve your grammar without you even realizing it. As you practice forming full sentences in your mind, you begin to recognize which structures sound correct. Your brain starts learning through repetition and self-correction.
Another benefit is that you become more independent in your learning journey. You don't have to wait for a lesson, a tutor, or a textbook. Every moment of your day becomes a learning opportunity, and that gives you total control of your progress.
Thinking in English also reduces anxiety. Many learners feel nervous when speaking, but when your brain is already used to thinking in the language, speaking becomes just an extension of your thoughts. You stop performing and start expressing yourself.
You'll also find it easier to understand native speakers. Since your mind is constantly working in English, it becomes more familiar with the rhythm, structure, and logic of the language. That means better listening skills and quicker comprehension.
And the best part? It all happens in the background. You don't need to sit down and study for hours. Just by shifting your inner dialogue to English, you're turning ordinary moments into powerful practice. And that's how real fluency is built. Ready to learn how?
Step 1 is simple. Start small. Choose one specific part of your day, like your morning routine, and make it your English thinking zone. Focus only on thinking in English during that short time. You don't need to do it all day. Just start with a few minutes.
Step 2. Use what you already know. Don't worry about using advanced vocabulary. Think in short, familiar sentences like, I'm making coffee, or it's cold today. The goal isn't to impress anyone, it's to build fluency by creating strong daily habits.
Step 3 is to be consistent. Even if you only practice for 5 minutes a day, doing it every day is more powerful than one long session once a week. Your brain learns through repetition, so daily practice creates automatic thinking in English over time.
Step 4. Expand gradually. After a few days of focusing on one part of your day, choose another. Maybe your commute, lunchtime, or evening routine. The more areas you add, the more your brain will start switching to English naturally, without effort.
Step 5. Use mental narration. Talk to yourself silently in English as you go through your day. Describe what you're doing, what you see, or what you're planning next. This silent practice is one of the most effective ways to build internal fluency.
Step 6 is to be patient with yourself. Some days your mind will drift back to your native language, and that's okay. The goal is not perfection, but persistence. Every time you bring your thoughts back to English, you're strengthening the habit.
Step 7. Keep a thought diary in English. At the end of each day, take a moment to write a few lines about what you thought or felt during the day. It helps solidify your thinking and makes it easier to remember useful words and phrases.
And finally, Step 8. Celebrate your small wins. Notice when you think a full sentence in English without translating. That's progress. The more you recognize these moments, the more motivated you'll feel to keep going. And now, let's talk about what to avoid.
One common mistake is trying to translate every thought word for word from your native language to English. This slows you down and makes your sentences sound unnatural. Instead, focus on forming simple thoughts directly in English, even if they're basic.
Another mistake is aiming. For perfect grammar while thinking, your thoughts don't need to be grammatically perfect to be useful. It's more important to keep the thinking process going. You'll refine your grammar naturally as fluency improves over time.
A lot of learners also fall into the trap of thinking they need more vocabulary before they can start. That's not true. You can describe almost anything using basic words. The key is to start now with what you know and let your vocabulary grow naturally.
Some people give up too quickly because they expect fast results. But thinking in a new language is a mental shift. It takes consistency. If you expect fluency overnight, you'll get frustrated. Trust the process and give your brain time to adjust.
Another big mistake is trying to do everything in your head without any support. It's okay to use tools like flashcards, dictionaries, or apps to help you when you get stuck. Just don't rely on them too much. Use them as backup, not a crutch.
Some learners think they must understand everything to keep going. But it's okay not to know every word. If a word is missing, use a simple phrase to describe it. The goal is to keep the thought in English, not to have a perfect vocabulary list in your mind.
People also get discouraged when they compare themselves to others. But everyone's journey is different. Thinking in English is personal. What works for you might look different than for someone else. Focus on your own growth and progress.
And finally, Don't be too hard on yourself. Making mistakes is part of learning. Every time you catch yourself thinking in English, even if it's just a little, it's a win. Be kind to yourself, and let's talk now about a challenge that will help you put this into action.
Here's a challenge for you. Choose one routine you do every single day, like brushing your teeth, making breakfast, or getting dressed, and commit to thinking only in English during that moment. It can be just 2 or 3 minutes, but do it every day.
During that moment, narrate everything in your mind. Think things like, I'm turning on the light, I need a clean shirt, or I'm pouring coffee. Keep it simple. The goal is to train your brain to speak silently in English while doing everyday actions.
After 1 week, expand your challenge. Add a new moment of the day, like your commute or when you check your phone. Don't try to do too much at once. Build your habit step by step. You'll be surprised how quickly it becomes automatic.
You can even set a reminder on your phone that says, Think in English, to help you stay consistent. It might feel strange at first, but soon it will. Feel natural. You're literally teaching your brain to make English your default language in small steps.
To make it even more effective, say a few of those thoughts out loud when no one is around. This bridges the gap between thinking and speaking. It's like rehearsing real conversation, but in a way that feels safe and private.
And here's a bonus tip. Record a 30-second voice memo in English at the end of the day. Talk about one thing you thought about in English. You don't need to share it with anyone. Just listen and notice your progress over time. It's great for motivation.
Small, consistent actions lead to big results. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start today. Your brain learns by doing, not just by studying. And this daily habit of thinking in English is one of the most powerful tools you can develop.
So, are you in? If you accept the challenge, leave a comment saying, I'm thinking in English. We'd love to hear how it goes. And now, let's wrap things up and give you a few final words of encouragement to keep you moving forward.
Today, we talked about how to think in English, naturally. We explained the technique, showed you how to practice it, shared the benefits, gave you a step-by-step plan, pointed out common mistakes, and even challenged you to take real action starting today.
Thinking in English is one of the best things you can do to become truly fluent. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And if you've made it this far, it means you're serious about improving. We're proud of you for sticking with us.
If this episode helped you, let us know in the comments. What part of the practice will you try first? Do you already think in English sometimes? We'd love to hear your experience. Your comment might inspire someone else in this community.
And if you watched until the end, type the word naturally in the comments. That way we'll know you're truly committed to improving your fluency, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way.
Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this useful. It really helps us reach more people who are learning English just like you. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you never miss our next tips, techniques, and real English practice.
We're here every week to help you grow with confidence and speak more naturally. Thanks for joining us today. Keep practicing, keep thinking in English, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Speak English podcast. Bye for now.